Alright guys, we're back. Part 2 of Let's Get Automated. I wasn't going to make it a part 2, but my computer decided to have other ideas. I'm sorry for any inconvenience. So, it's alright, we had to break this up into two videos. In the last video, we saw how to run our pipes, how to place our splitters, our conveyor belts, our ram drills, all that good stuff, right? In this one, and when I left off last time, I was showing you how I do it. I wait till my first filter gets around 32%. I shut everything down, and then I check. Sorry, not check. I repair my filters. So, with that in mind, let me get back up here on top. I'll pick up E key to pick up my magnifying glass. I hover over my first filter. There we are, 32%. But watch what happens as I go down. That one's a little better health, 47, 62, 77, 92. But notice what I said earlier, last filter, it's still at 100, right? So that means everything downstream of that filter is going to be 100. To prove the point, I'll show it on my harvester. There's 100. I'll come over here to my ram drills. They're 100 also. All right. So by shutting down around 32 and having that last filter still at 100, it puts me in really good shape. All right. So having said that, now what we want to do is to repair our filters. The way we do that, E key to pick up our tool bag. I like to do that. You can do it any way you want. Doesn't matter. So you're holding you picked it up with the E key. You're holding it in the air. Now you see the blue dot, right? I put it right on top of the first filter. I left click. We get the little ratcheting sound. Next filter. The next one. Next one. And then this should be the last one because each tool bag does 5 repairs. Tool bag disappeared. Let's go back over here, grab our magnifier. Let's go see what we got. 100, 100, 100, 100, and 100, and 100. Alright. So, if I let it keep going below 32, eventually it's going to start arcing and sparking. And if your last filter in the line starts dipping down, then your equipment's going to start taking damages. So now you would need then 6 repairs if you count the first 5 filters plus that one, and then however many other devices, whether it be the drills or the harvester, they're going to have to be repaired as well. But if you keep an eye on it, you can even get this around like 28. I've just messed around with it some. So that's another little pro tip. 6 filters, 32. Shut it down, repair, and move on. Now, I have seen too, people have asked and talked about leaving their mining site, just let it run. And as you notice, we didn't have dirt flying around. We didn't have big chunks of dirt. So I'm very, very happy about that. And I could have left, and it wouldn't hurt anything. But if we don't come back in time to do our repairs, then yeah, everything starts to suffer, behind it. So what you might even want to do is do your run and time it and see how long it takes, to get down to say 30% or 32%, and maybe do it once or twice to make sure you get the same amount of time, which you should. Then you know that you can run it for, 13, 14 minutes, and at the end of that time, you got to get back and get your repairs done, right? Okay. All right, so having said all that, there is another thing I want to show you, and what I tend to do, and it's a very helpful thing, when you log off of the game, you can do if you go into your settings, you can save your dirt chunks or not save the dirt chunks. You can save your resources or not save your resources. I do not save dirt chunks, okay? And I do save my resources. The reason I don't save the dirt chunks is because, let's say you have a whole bunch of them and they're laying all around. When you come back on, they're going to start causing collisions. They're liable to start flying everywhere. You're going to start lagging out. And it doesn't take that long for your drills to pick back up and make more dirt, if you clear everything out. So, and that's another thing too. I told you earlier that I watch my smelters just in the event that we start getting resources, iron or gold ores or shards or whatever it might be. If I can go up here and I start seeing an orange highlight of iron ore or gold ore, that's a problem. That means it's not smelting correctly. It could be that some iron had gotten in there with it, whatever it might be. Once you shut it down, once you realize what's happening, you may have a whole boatload of it, and you pull one out and it starts causing collisions everywhere. So an easy way to remedy that is, if that happens to you, and you start having this major malfunction, shut off your system with your valve and go into your settings and tell it to delete the resources and delete the dirt chunks. Then you save, exit, come back in. All that stuff will be gone, and your headache will be gone too. Okay. All right. So, and don't worry, your ram drills will always make more. Okay, so we did one run, and we only have 4 ram drills. Let's see what we get out of this. If I click here, if I left click the mold, there's a gold ingot. I don't expect it to be very big, but let's see what we get. Hey, that's not bad at all. That gold ingot is worth 9,830 Hydra coins. Pretty good. Can't complain about that. Alright, let's take a look at the iron. That one's worth 7,600. That's just selling the iron or the gold ingot as they are, by themselves. We got cloudium in this one. Excuse me. And we have shards. This is one that I'm really interested in. So I'll hit the E key to pick it up. I'm going to take it over to scale just to see what it weighs. And that's not bad. Well, actually, that's not great. Sorry. 58 pounds. Okay, so here's something that you can do. I'll pick up the cauldron, just leave it as it is. What I want to do, I know my skinny or small shard ingot is right here. So I get it highlighted, and I'll hit the E key, pick it up. Let's go over here and weigh it real quick. I'll drop that one off. Let's put this one on. See what we got. Yeah, see that? Actually, I guess I misread that before. That's pretty huge. Alright, that's fine. What I want to show you is that you can resmelt anything, okay? And what I can do, I can pick up this little shard or this ingot. If I take it over to my cauldron and I try to just drop it in, this is what happens, okay? And this is going to frustrate you. It'll happen that way every time. But if you do this, you notice my green, okay, my blue is on the outside. My green is now over the cauldron, right? You see how the green line stretches? Alright. So what I'll do is move that green line so it stretches pretty good. Let's try to drop it. It may not work. We'll see. Nope. So what I can do is step back a little bit, reposition, pick it back up, and we'll move till we get it. Let's try that right there. So my green line is going down inside the cauldron. Hit the E key. Voila. So that dropped down in. I'll grab the next one over here. I'll do the same thing. My line is stretched down inside the cauldron. I hit the E key. Didn't quite get it. Let's try it again. Nope. This is somewhat frustrating, but this is one of the physics of the game. So now I hit the E key. I've got both of those shard ingots inside of my cauldron. I'll hit the E key, I'll pick it up, I'll take it over to my furnace, E key again to drop it. Tell you what, I'll do the E key, I'll hold it. There we go, and hit the E key again, lets it go. And here in a moment, that'll melt down. Once that's melted down, we'll pour it in the mold. We'll wait again. Then we'll take it over and put it back inside the pressure tank. Okay. So, again, keep an eye on your filters. If you do that, your equipment will last a lot longer. It'll take you less repair kits to fix things. If you let them go, it's going to take more repair kits, which costs you money. Costs you some coins. Alright. So we'll be right back. I'll give that a moment to smelt. Alrighty, so that's smelted. I'm going to hit my E key to pick it up. Put my blue dot on the mold. Left click. There we go. Set this hot cauldron over there. Somewhere. So there we go. Now what I want to do is pick it up. I'm going to weigh it. So it combined both of those individual ingots into one ingot. Right? Very happy with that. Now I'll pick it up. I'm going to just jump up here on top of the pipe. This right here can get a little tricky as well. And I didn't show you this before, so let's go over it right now. It's hard to see my green circle, but it's right on the edge of that door. I'm not looking at the blue, I'm only looking at the green. I need my green to be kind of in the middle of that glass. And once I've gotten it there, I can hit my E key. It drops it down, right? Now, I'll take my white circle, left click on the edge of that door. It should fold that ingot up into the pressure pump. So let's try it. There we go. Alright, simple as that. So, again, my apologies that we had to split this video up into two parts, but there you see the basics of making your first automated system. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's a lot of fun, okay? But you're going to end up having some pressure tanks, you're going to have filters, conveyors, grinders, splitters, auto smelters, funnels, all the good stuff there, right? Some foundations. And as you go along, you let this thing run and you keep making, you're just going to make money. It's as simple as that. Another thing you can do too, so I'll pick up this gold ingot, and I could have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gold ingots on the ground. I could add them all into my cauldron and I could resmelt them into one bar. Or another thing I could do, if I come over to the top, I remember the gold is my first one, right? If I drop it just right, it should hopefully fall into the smelter. Ah, there it went. I could do the same thing for the iron. Oh no! That was not good. Yeah, I'm not happy with that. Anyway, we are going to leave that one out. We're not even going to mess with it. So, I think we're probably going to end this video right here for today. This is a pretty short one by comparison. Let me know if you guys would like a tour of the quarries. I have other mining operations already set up in the other quarries. I could show you my builds there if you like. Show you where they're at, and maybe give you some pro tips on getting started there. Again, I thank you for watching, and a special shout out to my friends River and my brother Smoke74. And this is Lars, and we'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.